Hey there, you guys. It's me, Aaliyah Divine Taylor, and this is my YouTube channel. Woo! All right, what is today's date? Today's date is Friday, July 4th. Yeah, July 4th, 2025. It's 8:19 a.m. I'm about to do the general tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius. This could be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So if any of these Aquarius placements in your chart, this reading can apply to you. But if it doesn't apply, let it slide for the Aquarius out there. So let's check your placements in your chart because you just be acting out of a different placement. Now, everybody's masculine and feminine energies, so please hit the roles and flip-flop around as need be. And use your discernment so you can be past, present, or near future, okay? Personal reading information is in the description box down below. All right. I'm gonna take this. Two of Swords, Three of Wands, Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands. You know what? Put it all back. What do you have for Aquarius? You have Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Fool card. Okay, what do we have for Aquarius? We have the King of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. What is the overall energy for Aquarius? The Knight of Cups. Yeah, the Four of Swords and the Hermit. Yeah, so someone could be isolating and reflecting, keeping to themselves right now, kind of going within, soul searching, or kind of just spending a lot of time alone. Yeah, someone's trying to heal, recuperate, get their mind set together, figuring out, I feel like, what they need to do differently, or kind of just maybe seeing how far they've come, seeing how much progress they've made, one of the two. Also seeing, whatever changes that need to be taken here. All right. Let's see. Overall energy is the Knight of Cups. So someone is, I feel like, letting their heart be their guide. Yes, indeed. Someone is letting the heart actually lead them down whatever path they feel like. Some of you guys, it might speak of some sort of love offer, or someone coming to, I don't know, sweep you off your feet and charm you and say all the, sweet whispers. So, oh wait, before I get clarifications. First two cards out here is the Queen of Pentacles and then the Nine of Cups. So yes, you have a feminine energy here, earth energy towards Virgo Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. It's just someone who has very strong earth energy, or it's in this Queen of Pentacles energy where they're, they are financially stable, very secure, doing quite well for themselves, looking like husband or wifey material. Yeah, whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, I feel like she's in this wish fulfillment energy. Yeah, this wish fulfillment energy, feeling pretty good, very satisfied with how life is turning out. Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups and the Fool card. Yeah, but once again, it's because someone has actually took the time out to really, heal their heart, actually listen to, what their heart's desires are, and actually acted upon those, things that they felt like was leading them towards whatever path that they felt like was just. So, for each one of you, it's different. Everyone's path is different. Everyone has different callings and whatnot. So it just really just depends on the person. Ultimately, whoever the Queen of Pentacles is, they feel like they're satisfied because they actually just took the time out to get to know themselves and know what their heart's desires are and then acted in ways to kind of uphold them. Now, here we have a King of Swords followed by the Page of Swords. By the way, the Fool card is Aries energy. Yeah, we have King of Swords energy. This is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It could be some sort of King of Swords here who could be possibly thinking about someone or possibly even watching someone. Or it could be learning something new. I'll get clarifications for this Page of Swords. Usually talk about some sort of watching, observing, keep an eye on someone, learning something. It could be like spying. But yeah, we're gonna see. Followed by the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like someone could be definitely contemplating about maybe I feel like taking some sort of action. Two of Pentacles talks about multitasking or finding some sort of balance or being a bit wishy-washy. I feel like someone's doing a bit of spying or a bit of gathering of knowledge to kind of help make up their mind about a certain situation here. With clarification on what that situation is here momentarily. Let me just throw these cards out. Okay, what's the Queen of Pentacles? Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. That's way too many cards. Ooh, what is the Queen of Pentacles for Aquarius? This is a lot of cards. Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Seven of Cups, Justice, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I will. Yeah, whoever the Queen of Pentacles is, this is definitely her. So it's definitely a feminine energy who's doing quite well for themselves, looking like wifey or husband material here. So it doesn't matter. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy. It could be a male in this Queen of Pentacles energy. So take it as it resonates. But yeah, whoever the Queen of Pentacles is, I feel like there's some sort of karmic justice taking place here with just currently in their life. Yeah, I feel like whatever they've been putting out there, it's pretty much coming back. So if you've been, doing good, this time you get the benefits of it, or if you've been doing bad, you get just what you deserve. So that's what the Queen of Pentacles is kind of doing here. Seven of Cups, I feel like she might be out here with options or doing like having a plethora of things to choose from here. But I feel like there's something that's happened here with the Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and Two of Cups. Whatever's happened, I feel like it has led to someone being some sort of heartbreak. Well, I feel like whatever's happening, I feel it's because of someone's actions, though, that's transpired. It's almost like it's just because I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it just wasn't a nice fit. And it could be in any different area. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. But yeah, I feel like someone went through some sort of heartbreak. I'm not sure if it's this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like it could be someone else. Let me get more clarification. Clarify the Three of Swords. What is this heartbreak about? All I know is that whatever happened here, it was definitely fair with the Six of Pentacles and the Justice card both being here. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. This had ooh. Um, whatever this heartbreak was, it's because someone wanted to pretty much move past this thing because it wasn't in alignment. Four of Wands in the reverse, followed by the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this is something that someone just didn't feel like they could, roll with in the long run, and they had to heal from this. That's ultimately what it came down to. Whatever this soulmate Two of Cups connection is, it could be platonic, it could be romantic, it could be, strictly business. But yeah, lovers at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, someone's had to, do what was best for them and, walk away. This is for the Nine of Cups. What do we got for the Nine of Cups? Five of Wands. Ooh. Fighting, drama, conflict. Let me get more. More clarifications for the Nine of Cups. What do we got for the Nine of Cups? Wait a minute. Too many cards. What do we got for the Nine of Cups? Temperance. Ooh. So I feel like whatever has happened, whatever the fighting, whatever the conflict or the drama was, it's almost like with the Temperance card being here, Sagittarius energy. It's almost like your angels, your guardians, your spirit team all stepped in to kind of like fix the situation, to alleviate, whatever was going on here. Yeah, Hierophant card followed by this star. This is Taurus and Aquarius energy. Yeah, whatever conflict that was here pretty much got resolved by your angels, your spirit team, and spirit guides. If it didn't work out, it was for a reason. It's ultimately, I said, so that you could heal. Yeah, possibly so you could find whatever whoever your King of Pentacles is, whoever your match is here. Yeah, one more card for the Nine of Cups. Yeah, whatever this conflict and drama is, it's pretty much like, I feel like it was just a stepping stone. Something that happened, but it'll just be a nice little story to tell. Because you're moving past it, you're healing from it, you're being guided. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. You're just moving forward, possibly focusing on work. And the Death card here is, yeah, you putting this, whatever this is, to an end. And I feel like just really focus on, becoming the best version of yourself. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. It's kind of working on herself here. That's all I really see. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Also possibly learning boundaries. Yeah, the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords. As I was just saying earlier, how you guys are like learning to possibly, protect your heart, learn boundaries or stand up and advocate for yourself or tell people no. Yeah, that's what the Queen of Swords energy is all about. So that's kind of like the tale of how the Queen of Swords became the Queen of Swords. The thing is like the Queen of Swords was actually at first the Queen of Cups. But after so many people took advantage of her kind nature and sweet, loving tenderness, it's like she had to go into the Queen of Swords to protect her heart. And that's kind of what this feminine energy is embodying. Yeah. But this Queen of Swords is who's now like, possibly learning to set boundaries, not be a people pleaser, and actually stand up for herself. Yeah, this is someone who's now protecting her heart, putting her needs first, and actually trusting in where her heart's guiding her. And that's what I see here. Yeah. Whoever this feminine energy is, she's feel like she's learning her lessons, walking away, and going wherever she feel like she's being guided to go. Yeah, she's no longer going to be in this Ten of Wands to a Sword situation where she's unsure about pretty much putting her needs first, being overworked and being tired and underappreciated and all this stuff. That's what this Ten of Wands to a Swords energy is all about. This Queen of Swords had to go into this is all clarification for the Ace of Cups. Remember, this Queen of Swords energy is she went to the Queen of Swords because she was tired of being second guessing herself and feeling overworked, underappreciated, and possibly just not being paid what she was worth. That could be in time, money, energy, love, whatever it is. She just got tired of being played. Yeah. Shoot, when you back someone into a corner, they have no choice but to defend themselves. So you can't be mad at that. That's what I see for this feminine energy. She's over here in her bag, enjoying herself, no longer a people pleaser, going through transformations, upgrading, enjoying her life, and just setting boundaries where needed. What's bad about that? One more for the Ace of Cups. Fool card, new beginning, Page of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yeah, so whoever this feminine energy is, she's over here us in the Fool card energy. Is having a new beginning. Because once again, with whatever life she had, I said, it's like I was telling you. Some of you guys, y'all are learning, like y'all have came so far. Like I told you with the Four Swords and the Hermit, I was at the bottom of the deck previously, how the deck split. I said some of you guys could be at this time where you're reflecting and seeing how far you have come and being proud of the progress you have made. But another group of y'all are seeing like, what needs to change, what do you need to do differently, kind of like reconsidering it, what kind of decisions you need to make in order to, become the best version of herself. And I thought that's what's applying here for this feminine energy. Yeah, she's about to take a brand new leap of faith. Page of Cups, so she's trusting in her heart, her feelings, and her intuition more. Eight of Cups, yeah, walking away from things that are no longer serving her. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles have a brand new opportunity that she herself is manifesting. Four Cups. Yeah, she's about to have a brand new opportunity that she manifested because she was not happy with how things were prior for whatever reasons. Yeah, Three of Wands, and she's looking towards the future. She's working and looking towards the future. She's not focused on the past. Well, good for her. Okay, what is the Fool card for Aquarius? Okay. Yeah, the Fool card is on the Two of Swords. Yeah, whatever this feminine energy was considering. Yeah, there could have been this feminine energy was, I said, that Two of Swords, trying to make up her mind what she want to do. I feel like she's about to make a decision. Yeah, Judgment card and the Magician with the Moon. Yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone who's finally making a decision to go after whatever it is that they have been wanting and manifesting. Yeah, it could have been a relationship, could have been home, it could have been, I don't know, maybe just going after a hobby or maybe following their dreams, whatever that may be. It's like that's what someone was wanting to do, and that's what they're doing. This is something that they manifest that's coming into fruition. Yeah, the Moon card, someone's actually listening to their intuition. I feel like, going on the path that that's unpaved, the road less traveled sort of thing. Yeah. Taking a chance on the unknown, and the Knight of Pentacles, it's kind of like slow and steady. That's like the method that they're taking. Yeah, they don't care how long it takes, as long as they get there. Ending's got to be better than what they just got, what they're leaving. That's what I'm seeing here for this Queen of Pentacles, I guess, Queen of Swords energy. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, There was some sort of opportunity is what they want to take this leap of faith on. Something that they feel like is definitely going to be worth it. So what's the King of Swords? Clarify the King of Swords for Aquarius. Whoever's King of Swords is, the other one who wants to rush in here at the Knight of Swords, I want to communicate something to this Queen of Swords / Queen of Pentacles energy. Yeah. Whoever this person is, I think they may be single, or maybe they know the feminine energy is single. Take it as resonates. Maybe both you guys are single, but the Tower cards happen. That's because I feel like something has just recently happened. Yeah. Whereas Master energy, it's like they are also undergoing some sort of great changes as well. Yeah. Saw King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Sun card. Yeah. Whatever the changes are, I feel like it's sending someone on this path where I feel like they're taking a leap of faith on what they truly desire as well. I feel like what the feminine and mass energy are both have in common is that both of them are like ending situations that weren't in alignment with what they actually wanted in the long run. And both of you are like simultaneously at the same time starting a brand new path where you're onward towards your happiness, your joy, whatever that is. It could be, possibly both of you wanting to get married or get a relationship or have kids or get this certain type of job or whatever. It's like both of you just so happen to be going through the exact same thing. Yeah. What else for this King of Swords? Yeah. They're viewing someone as their happiness. Yeah, the Star card. But I was just saying that. Yeah, they're working on healing themselves as well as maybe they could view this feminine energy as the Star card. Because whoever they are, they definitely want this Ace of Wands, a brand new start with them. Ace of Wands followed by the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who they feel like they, could see themselves possibly settling down with, getting married to. Or maybe they feel like they could have a lot of good times with this person. They might fall into alignment, have a lot of harmony. Justice. This is part of their karmic justice. What else for the Page of Swords? Clarify the Page of Swords here for Aquarius. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. What else is this? The World card. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. Page of Swords is clarified by the Six of Pentacles and then the Seven of Wands. Yeah. This one is spying and watching because I feel like they're trying to figure out whether or not this is a good investment or whether or not they're, this is going to be equal to policy with Six of Pentacles being present. Seven of Wands, this could be someone who maybe is just trying to make sure that they're not wasting their time. Yeah. But with the Nine of Wands, High Priestess, and the World card, I believe someone who possibly wants to start a brand new cycle here. Because they're definitely closing off an old one. But there could be some sort of distance or at play here. But yeah, someone's out there, I feel like, ready to start something new. You and this person both have that in common. Yeah, High Priestess, someone could be, being someone's intuition could be leading them down the exact same path as you or similar journeys here. Nine of Wands. Was leading both of y'all to kind of carry on, to move forward. Well, as wounded warriors, wounded but not broken. Yeah, this is that Page of Swords energy. Yeah, this is what the Master energy could be going through. Yeah. Someone who wants equal reciprocity. They could be a bit guarded because they just don't want to. They want to make sure that they're not wasting their time or getting hurt or used or played. But they're definitely close off a cycle. They are someone who wants, to be loved, but I feel like they could be a bit guarded. But I feel like both of you are. Because I think I saw the Nine of Wands or something over here about guardedness too. Since that in both your energies. What's the Two of Pentacles stuff? Yeah. Let me a different deck. Yeah, Eight of Swords in reverse. And a lot of clarity could be coming through during this time. Let's get a few cards for the Two of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Hermit. Yeah. Like I told you in the beginning of the reading, if someone is a bit uncertain about maybe this connection because someone is watching the other, right? They're going within, they're reflecting, they're healing, they're seeing what they could have done differently, the part they had to play. They're taking responsibility for everything that they have done in the relationship as well, or whatever's transpired in the past, and they're wanting to move forward. They're trying to, change so that they can be the best version of themselves. That's what I see with the Hermit. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Yeah. Maybe for both of you guys here, or maybe just the feminine in general. But it's like I feel like both of you are trying to just, I feel like it's energy where you're very confident, very charismatic. You're getting back your shine. You're taking better care of yourself. You may catch a lot of attention. You're very hardworking. Yeah, three of wands. It's like both of you are really thinking about the future. This is what a lot of you guys are focused on currently. It's not the past. It's not like you're in regret. You're actually focused on just moving forward to actually get the life that you truly desire and not looking back at what went wrong, unless it's to learn and grow from it. Okay. Too many cards. Okay. Queen of Cups, Death card. Yeah. You, whoever you are, feminine energy, masculine energy, take it as resonance. I feel like both of you are going down a very similar path. But both of you are just really just undergoing a lot of major transformations in your life, where maybe both of you are going to be actually like emotionally open and vulnerable enough to actually have a very meaningful and impactful and lasting connection that's going to, I feel like, be everything that you ever wanted. That's what I see here. Right now, maybe both of you are kind of just focusing on like, you know, taking care of yourself, prioritizing your needs, treating yourself with that self-care, self-love, so you'll be actually be able to come into a relationship whole and complete, so I can give, your significant other, the love that they desire, as well as make sure your own cup is still like, pretty, sufficiently filled. That's what I see here. A lot of that is going on. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, where a lot of you guys are just focused on working on yourself so you can get the life that you desire. So you can get the life that you deserve. So you can show up actually ready and willing to actually, like I said, give and receive love, or to, possibly get this job, or to work on whatever aspect of your life that you're truly desiring. That's what I see here for both of y'all. Yeah, Page of Wands. That's what this new start is about. Mhm. So I really see, if I had to like sum up the whole reading, I see a feminine energy who's walking away from things that not no longer serves them. They're healing, they're letting go. Like I said, all these whatever conflict, drama, and situations are. They're getting karmic justice, listening to their intuition, they're trusting in themselves more, they're healing more, and going towards this brand new beginning. hmm Yeah. And also, obviously, she's going through a lot of transformations, whoever this feminine energy is. Say the masculine energy. Someone who's a bit unsure as well, due to the some stuff that they have, that's some stuff that's happened in their past as well. But they're working on healing themselves. They might be spying on this feminine energy. They might be interested in this feminine energy, but they're still working on themselves as well. But they do think about actually um, exploring this connection for the long run. But they're also trying to make sure that they have everything ready, or that they're actually emotionally ready to actually give into this situation. But they are interested. They definitely do have some sort of attraction towards this feminine energy, and their intuition, I feel like, could be leading them towards this feminine. So this is kind of like a will they, won't they? They probably will, but when? I don't know. I don't know. Because time is relative. It just depends on whenever you two feel like you're ready. Each person is different. Ugh, excuse me. Sorry, that was a burp. Okay, I'll take this. Yeah, we have boundaries. That's what I was saying earlier about how you guys could definitely be working on boundaries, not being a people pleaser and not caring too much about what others think. Because yes, I get maybe some of you guys may care about your public opinion, what public opinion is, or what your reputation is, but it can't outweigh doing what's best for you, like your individual like beliefs or mindset or things that you want to do on a more personal and individual level. It can't outweigh that. You can't sacrifice your happiness to please others, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Either way, like I said, your psychic abilities is probably being very amped up. You're probably getting a lot of like, visions or dreams, or, synchronicities or signs here, whatever it is, maybe through music, could be through numbers, it could be through conversation, it could be through your dreams. A lot of ways that you can get some sort of intuitive nudges here. But whatever way you're getting it, though, I feel like you need to definitely be trusting in it, because that's the thing that's going to be guiding you down the right path. So don't question it, even if it doesn't make sense to other people. As long as it makes sense to you, that is all that matters. Okay? Yeah, we have clarity, family, beauty, and strength. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, like I told you, there's going to be a lot of clarity shining through for you during this time where you're going to be, just like I said, just letting go, releasing what no longer serves you. And that comes with a lot of just like of knowing what's no longer for you anymore. Maybe it served you at one point in time, it had a purpose, but now it just no longer does. And that's fine. Sometimes things happen for a season, but just know when to let it go as part of being an adult and growing up as well. We also have family here. Maybe your family could play a very significant role. I said, maybe that could be part of the thing you were learning. Maybe set boundaries even with your family members, telling them like, hey, I appreciate your opinions. I value what you're saying, but I'm not going to let it dictate my life or how I'm going to, express myself. That sort of thing. Now, we also have beauty. Once again, maybe you guys are being called to just really focus on that self-care, self-love, or things that make you feel good, like, taking yourself shopping or, trying on makeup or actually, like, I don't know, buying yourself some J's. Thank you, my love. You're the best. But we also have strength. For this part of your journey, this part of your life, you're going to be called to be strong. Because I say it's going to require you to let go of maybe a lot of people or a lot of ideologies that you thought were true up until this given point of your life. That's part of, like, going through transformations. It's part of saying goodbye to an old version of yourself that no longer serves you as well. Like an old mindset, an old ideology, old friends, old family members, or whatever the blockage is. It could be any sorts of things, insert the noun here. But that's what this really calls for. You to have strength to actually let go. Because, letting go isn't always easy. Yeah, but fertility. A lot of you guys right now during this time are very fertile. Okay? You're pregnant with ideas. Okay, let's get a few moonology. What's some advice for Aquarius? What is the advice? Advice is, yeah, new moon in Scorpio, go deeper. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, you need to go beyond the surface. Don't just, I feel like, have surface level conversations or surface level relationships where it's only about things that really don't matter to you. It's nothing groundbreaking or actually of any depth. Really go deeper. Show people like what you really care about. Full moon and Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. Yeah, that's the last thing about how, like, like a river, how a river flows, it comes in, it goes out, have that nice little flow. So sometimes you gotta, things come into your life, but sometimes you have to let it go and release it back. That's what you have to do. It's a part of being an adult. Even if it's painful. Sometimes you gotta let people go. Ideas go. An old version of yourself go. It's not always easy. You have last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details. Okay. Start small. If you want to have some sort of grand, big, whatever idea this is, start with the details, or maybe make little tweaks here and there. You're not, Rome wasn't conquered in a day, so kind of take it step by step, piece by piece if you need to. But as long as you're doing it, that's all that really truly matters. Not how fast or slow you're going, but are you going in the right direction? So keep that in mind. Every step in the right direction is still a step that you should be very proud of. Now, the new moon in Gemini. Think it through. Okay, so make sure you think it through before you just go ahead and just take action. I'm not sure if you guys are impulsive or not, but if that's the case, make sure you just, think it through just a little bit. I'm not saying question, like, really just overthink or question yourself, but just make sure that, you don't make the same mistakes you did previously. Once again, just take the time to reflect. Think. First quarter moon in Taurus says release control. Definitely, look, control is not real because we are never really in control. Whatever your idea of control is, like, oh, always having a stable job or always have stable living, and everything is always up in the air because really the only person in control is God. I mean, let's be real. That's why we as people can plan to have a lot of stuff can happen, but then life be life, and then stuff happens and things don't go as we plan. It's kind of like that. It goes to show that we were never really in control to begin with. We might have an idea of how we want things to go, but we don't really have the control to make sure it stays that way. That's what this kind of says. Yeah. Now the first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. That's what's going on with a lot of you guys. That's the whole reason why this whole reading is riddled with death and rebirth or your transformations, because that's what stepping into your power is. It requires you to shed that old versions of yourself that maybe that was so well formed or you thought was so well formed so that you become an even better version of yourself. And like I said, it's not easy, having a piece of you die in order to become, the version of yourself that you need to be to really thrive and live and be joyous and prosper. You know, it's not always easy, but it's something that is mandatory. It is essential for you to have whatever it is that you've ever dreamed of. For each one of you, it is different, but it's necessary. First quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. Yes, no matter what you're going through, though, whether it be love or your own inner transformation, self journey, such sort of thing, always be kind to yourself. Speak words of positive affirmation. Speak life into yourself. Tell yourself how amazing you are, how resilient you are, how smart you are, because you have overcome, you have endured, you have, manifested the life that you wanted, or you're on the road to doing so. Always give yourself, that much needed confirmation, because the first person who's got to root for you has got to be you. So make sure you just tell yourself, you are so amazing. You're sexy. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. You're one of a kind. There's no one like you. Can't nobody do it like you. Okay? And I feel like you'll be good to go. Let's get a few more cards before I close it out. I didn't get any sleep, but I'm still not tired. What do you got for Capricorn? Oh my God. Aquarius. I meant Aquarius. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. The warrior. The explorer. Okay, so once again, the warrior. This is giving me King and Queen of Swords energy with that little sword there. But a lot of you guys, like I told you in the middle of the reading, don't be afraid to stand up and advocate for yourself. Tell people no. Don't let people walk over you. And that sword, the actual sword in the picture, is a symbol of your words being like your knife. That's the way you set boundaries to people. That's how you tell people. I mean, it's when you tell people no or you don't want to. So you make things more specify. You specify the things you do and do not want, and you make sure you voice it verbally. What else we got for and the explorer? Yeah, for a lot of you guys, like I told you before, you could be exploring a different part of yourself that maybe that you didn't have permission to actually explore, or to let it like roam free and have fun. So during this time, that's what you're being called to do. It's kind of explore that, maybe that parts of yourself that you didn't always have permission to do so, to just be you unapologetically, despite what other people may say or think, because it's your life. What else for Aquarius? Because we love our Aquarius. Okay. We have Dare to Dream. Yes, definitely don't be afraid to dream. Don't be afraid to imagine great things happening to you. I feel like there's a lot of power in dreaming, because if you can dream it, you can achieve it. No star is too out of reach. You can do anything you put your mind to, as long as you just believe and work on it. That's all you got to do. You have compassion and self-love. So once again, no matter what you're trying to do in this world, it means nothing if you're not having fun and enjoying it. So no matter what you're going through, whether it's a breakup or you're moving or maybe you're starting a new job, or I'm not sure if you're, trying a new hobby or something, either way, do it with self-love and compassion. Learn to laugh a little bit. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Give yourself room to make a mistake, because no one's perfect. Okay? Give yourself the space and time to figure yourself out. Like I said, no one's perfect, and we're all still trying to figure this whole thing called life out. Okay? What else? Need more advice? Actually, let me get this deck. What is this deck for Aquarius? Perfect. Victory. Archangel Sendathon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So for a lot of you guys out there, victory is assured. God, your angels, your spirit team, your ancestors, the divine, have all heard your prayers, and it's coming. Once again, release the control, release the when is it coming, where is it coming, how is it coming. You don't need to know. Even if you knew, it wouldn't change anything. Well, all you need to be called to do is simply enjoy yourself, have fun. You know? You have angel therapy. Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. Yes, give your worries to God or to your angels or to your spirit team. Once you pray about it, let it go. Because stressing about it never fixed or made anything better. So let it go. We have leadership. Archangel Gabriel. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So for some of y'all out there, y'all been called here to step up and possibly lead, or that's what's on the horizon here for you guys. If somehow what you're going through will help motivate others later down the road. Heck, maybe I need to write this down, write it in a book. Might make you famous. We have moon cycles. Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. So the moon plays a very big role in regards to your manifestations and your desires. So you may be wanting to maybe pay attention to the moon cycles. Like right now, the moon is in Libra, but it's about to go into Scorpio. So, just be mindful about that. Okay, whether it's like, full moon, new moon, half moon, waxing crescent or waning gibbous, something like that. Just be mindful of the moon cycles. Mhm. Bottom of the deck, it says gifts from God. Archangel send off on. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. Yeah, that's what I was telling you before, why you guys gotta heal and forgive and let go. Because God and your angels are trying to bless you with all these amazing things, all these amazing gifts. But you gotta be open and willing to receive them. Means you can't be holding on to, hurt or pain or shame or guilt or fear or whatever these negative emotions are that are no longer serving you. Take a tip from Elsa and let it go. All right. What else? I think I should wrap it up. Okay, we'll get some last advice and then I'll wrap it up with positive affirmations. Mm-hmm. Few more cards. Jump. Okay, that's plenty. It says self-fulfilling prophecy. Take small steps to diminish your worrying. Know it's going to be okay, and so it is. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, like I told you in the middle of the reading, just make sure you're taking small steps. It doesn't matter how small they are, as long as they're in the right direction, that's all that matters. Because Rome was not built in a day, and you are a masterpiece in the making. So give yourself that time and space to figure it out, to learn yourself, to learn what it is you want, don't want, how to get there, because, no one really tells you how to do these things. Yeah, miracles out of mistakes. Use your mistakes to inspire and empower you to face brighter days ahead. Yeah, like I said, whatever you are going through, don't worry. Your journey didn't end there. It didn't end with the heartbreak and, oh, you never found happiness and love and you just died there. No, your journey still continues on, where you get to figure out, well, what happens next? How do you come back? What is your epic, rebirth story? How did the underdog overcome? That sort of thing. Let's have take charge. Leadership and self-discipline are required to take control of your life. Once again, it's calling you to step up to the plate. If your life isn't the way that you like it, then you better get up and do something about it, because you have the power to change it. And it all rides on you. No one else is going to do it for you. So get off your behind and you do something about it, because you deserve to be happy. We have heaven's message. Your loved ones in heaven want you to know that they are safe, protected, and reunited with family and friends. So if you have any loved ones who have crossed over to the other side, well, they're letting you know that they're safe and they made it over there with all the other ones. We have intentions. Intention is the creative power that fulfills our dreams. As your will, so is your destiny. A lot of you guys, your intention is the important thing. What do you intend to do? So that's going to be your fuel. Why is it that you want whatever it is that you claim that you want? And what do you intend to do with it? These are important things to consider. What do you want? Why do you want it? Because that's going to be the thing that really, keeps you going even when you feel low. on whatever this thing is. Because whatever it sounds like you have a very big idea. But the thing is, like, with these amazing ideas, anything worth having at all is worth working for and waiting for. I got it from that song, No Pain, No Gain. It's kind of like that. If you don't truly love what you're doing, if you're not inspired, or it doesn't, well, you like your cause doesn't inspire you to actually continue on days when it gets tough and you want to give up, you will give up because you're not motivated to do it. So that's what you really want to think about is your intentions. Why do you want what you why do you want what you say you want? Kind of think that over. We have light of hope. Hope gives us positive feelings and energy to accomplish what we desire. That's the main reason why we all do what we do. Hope. Hope for a brighter day, for a brighter tomorrow, for the generations to come. And that's why we all got to do it. Because if we don't, then who will? Shoot, we see the orange demon up in the office isn't going to do anything about this. We have look up and look forward. Welcome to new developments for positive change. Once again, keep on easing down the road, baby. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Won't you ease on down the road. That is your, thing that you need to do here, is to keep looking forward. Don't look back. Don't look at whatever has not gone right. Focus on the things that's positive and uplifting in your life. Okay? I think that's about it. I'm going to close out positive affirmations. That's what we ended it. Positive affirmations for Aquarius. Okay. We have, every day I am stronger, braver, and wiser. I live and grow in harmony with the universe. For a lot of you guys, that's what you're doing. You're not, it's not like, oh, it's a waste of time. Oh my God, you're a failure. No. You went through what you went through for a reason. You survived it. It made you stronger. It made you faster. It made you wiser. It made you the person you are today. There's a silver lining to every dark cloud. Find what it is. I give myself permission to switch off my mind and have some fun. As I was telling you guys earlier, just, I know it's easier said than done, but try to live a little, enjoy yourself, have a little fun. Because all work and no play is still off balance, and you can't manifest like that. Yeah, today I dare to do something differently. That's right. You defy gravity. Maybe some of you guys need to watch the Wicked movie. Okay? And then lastly, life is good to me. Baby, it truly is. Look at this ending as a brand new beginning where you can have life, where you can have a life where it's everything that you ever wanted. And now all you got to do is go out and create it. Oh, but so I was singing to my babe earlier. I think it was like a day or two ago. It was that one Frank Sinatra song. It's here is the best part. You have a head start if you are in fact the very young at heart. That's the song. 'Cause here is the best part. You get a head start if you are in fact the very young at heart. Yeah, for some of you guys, it really is just more of a mindset thing. It's a fresh new start for you to get the life that you always wanted to. It's giving very much so being Erica, if I ever watched that show. But anyways, bottom of the deck is the more I trust in life, the better things turn out. Because honestly, it really is. You may not think it is in the moment, but trust me, later down, you will thank God that things happened the way it happened. Okay? All right, so this is the end of your reading. This is the end of your reading here, Aquarius. So if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe because we'll turn out to a bigger audience. You guys know I love all of that amazing jazz. Yes, I do, Aquarius. Okay, you guys are on the edge of glory, and I'll be hanging on a moment with you. All you guys, you're on the cusp of greatness. You're on the edge of glory. You're on the beginning stages of your hero arc. How you became this amazing person. This is like your origin story. How you started off, with a not so, great beginning, came from humble beginnings, and how you went from rags to riches. This is it, baby. This is the story. I know you probably didn't ask for it, but this is it. Hey, like I said, you can either like look at it as you're the victim who's went through so much, or you can spin it to like, this is how I overcame. This is how I survived. This is how I, lifted myself up, and now I am now using my story to uplift others. Spin that stuff. You know, turn lemon into lemonade. You know, this is how a coal becomes a diamond. It's through the heat and pressure, baby. And you can do it. Because L'Oreal, you're worth it. I am so goofy. Anyways, I love you so, 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 so much, Aquarius. But with this being said, goodbye, my superstars.